What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Flipping Live Show, the number one resale daytime talk show on YouTube. And if somebody says it's not, they lying. Today's guest, another shoeholic. We got Eric. Red Mountain Resell. What's up, my man?
What's going on, man?
I never know how to do an intro. I just off the top of my head.
I didn't expect it, so I don't know if you saw me backstage with coffee flying out of my nose. I didn't expect it.
I've been binge watching Kenny Powers again. So like my brain is not where it needs to be right now. Like
Nice.
How you doing, sir?
Good, man. I'm happy to be home. Any excuse to get home early, and this is a great one. So
I was like, man, how did he finagle a schedule to get off today?
I'm gonna work 1-to-1 tomorrow. So
okay. I was like, maybe he called in sick, or everybody's using I don't know if it's a regular thing, but in high school or when I used to work like a regular job, like in an office type space, women were able to use the whole time of the month thing as an excuse not to come to work. And so I was like, now is the time where men could do the COVID thing as their excuse. Like, I got to get tested for COVID. Oh, don't come in.
It's happening, but they follow up so crazy, like they would know, like they want to know exactly where you're going.
They want to see the negative test.
Yeah.
Timestamp. We got some people in the chat already. What's up, Marcus? What's up, Keith?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Looks like you're bringing some people in, man.
Nina, what's going on?
If you guys aren't aware,
what's up, man? Keith, what's good?
This is Eric. This is his handle. I think I got it right. I had to change the thumbnail originally because I put resale and you're resell.
I know. A lot of people do that, man.
Yeah.
Mike, what's going on, man?
And then a lot of times I don't know people's names, so I just call them what their handle is.
I know. I hate doing that. I feel so rude because a lot of people have their name in their bio. Like, you can at least go look, right?
Yeah. What's up, Devin? What's up, Renzi? Yeah. So you guys see his beautiful shoe wall behind him. I see a lot of empty space, or are those just new additions? I know you've been moving stuff down.
Yeah, so all this stuff has been moved down, and then over in that corner, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, that corner over there. So that's shelf A. All the new stuff I'm starting to put over there, and then on the weekends I started relisting stuff, and as I relist stuff, I like consolidate it into one. So all this stuff will get moved over there, and then I'll start filling those with new stuff. So it's a little bit more work than it needs to be, but for my brain, it works.
So. How many pairs of shoes can you currently inventory in your workspace? Because you're in, I'm assuming that's a basement, right?
Yeah, this is the unfinished area of our house.
That's so awesome. I wish I had a basement.
Yeah, it's funny because when we first looked at the house, we're like, oh, we could put like a treadmill back here and this, that, and the third. And then once I started reselling, I'm like, I'm claiming it. So
yeah, for sure. So, it's like, why would I want to work out when I can make money?
Exactly. I'll work out later. Yeah. So like in here in my house, I could probably hold like 850 the way that it is, but I have 2 more spots where I know I could put 2 more racks up. So that's another 44 each. So another 88. So, but I have some ideas on how to push it a little bit more, like maybe do some bins under the tables over here. So I can get over 1,000 in here, which would be nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, without having to like go to get a storage unit or something like that.
Yeah, man.
So you do a little different with your shoes. As you can see, most people get the 50 pair 10 the 10 tier rack. You do it smaller, and I know there's a reason for it, but for anybody that doesn't know.
Yes, so I do the smaller ones because it seems like everyone that has the longer ones, it seems like they get really top heavy on the top and then in the middle, and then they buckle. Yep. Whereas these shorter ones, and I can move them a lot easier. But these shorter ones, they don't seem to do that. And again, moving stuff down helps a lot. And I can keep stacking on top, and I haven't had any issues. Knock on wood.
You buy the 4 tier and then just double it, or is it 6 tier and double it?
8. So I do 8 and 8, and then I buy a third one and break that into 4s and put that on top.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then zip tie them to the top.
So that's floor to ceiling.
Almost, yeah, almost to the beams, yeah.
Yeah, so mine have collapsed twice. It's always sad. I literally I treat this like a job. So when I come to work and I walk into the office and I see the shoe rack collapse, I just turn around and clock out and I'm done for the day. Like mentally, I'm done. I can't handle it.
I'm preparing myself for that day because I feel like you're not a real shoe sale unless it happens to you once. So every day when I open that door, I'm like, is today the day? So
yeah. So if it collapses again, I'm probably going to be like Little Elm's Goods, and I'm going to switch to the bins method and just see if that works. The only reason I haven't done it so far is because I actually have these like drilled into the wall. I found the studs and I like put them in. Like if they fall now, it's just because the shoes are too heavy, and that's on me. What's up, Knucklehead? Let's see, Hunting with Triplets. So we got new people in here, and I know that's directly because of you. What's up, Jiggly? What's up, Jiggly Mike? Forever, I'm going to call that dude Jiggly Mike. Well, it just happens.
Yo, he is hilarious, man.
Yeah, for sure. He's a great addition to the resale community because I like to hang out with characters, man, because just kind of like anything else, there's a set formula for reselling as far as social media, and it gets rather boring. So when you have people that bring in their own like outside of reselling attitude, I like that a lot.
Yeah, he just posted he did a post talking about the brands that he likes, and just the way he like does it, popping on the camera and stuff.
Yeah, like he popped up and he's like, "Hi," or something like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. Like I said before we went live, man, I've been rewatching Kenny Powers, so like my brain is not in the right state to do anything right now.
You need that, man. You need that sometimes.
I feel like I haven't been cutting my hair, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get a mullet cut today, just cause, and try and perm it.
Oh my god!
Because I think I could be the Kenny Powers of reselling.
Please post it. Whatever you do, just post it.
Just watch my numbers go down.
I know. I think that's the place to find your unfollows. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing is like, like I was telling you. So since we have so much going on right now, we got a storage unit, first time ever having product outside of the house. We got a 10 by 30, nice. And it's close. So it's basically the way we're gonna plan our attack is drop the kids off at daycare. And then we go to the storage unit to pick up any of the items that have sold. And we're only going to keep the new stock there. The used stuff's still going to be here because we'll have space in the garage once we move the new stock to the storage. But, we got 350 pairs last week of new inventory. And I'm not messing with any of it because my parents are in town for a week. And then, like I told you, we have a very large shipment coming in Monday or Tuesday.
I love it, man.
So we're probably... Me personally, I already don't really find myself filming a lot. I like to just work, and then I get done with the work, and I'm like, "Damn, you could have filmed that." So I think we're just gonna get to the grind, and then occasionally make posts. I'll never miss the flipping live show because this is probably the only thing I enjoy the most out of YouTube currently. But yeah, just put the nose to the grind, and then post 90 days and show people like what we're doing, and just hashtag follow the hate. Like,
bro, I can't wait to see it, man. Because I've told all three of y'all, man, since we've all like kind of started talking and like bouncing ideas off each other, like where everybody has grown to in the short amount of time, like I'm amazed. So I know y'all are gonna kill it, dude. Oh, so I have to ask, while your parents are in town, are they gonna get their hands dirty? Are they gonna help with the business at all?
So we're gonna take them to the warehouse. I'm gonna let them pick out a pair of shoes each. So I'm gonna let them shop. I might charge them, by cost. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's still a business.
That's still a good deal, though. Buy cost is a good deal.
I buy shoes if I take them out of inventory. And then, the goal is if we can grow this to what we want to be doing, like 10,000 pairs a month, which is just that I already wanted to see. You see, I start to just stutter when I say that. If we can get on track to do 10,000 a month, I'm kind of using that as a way to lure them back to Texas because they live in South Carolina.
Okay.
And be like, hey, like I might be able to, pay you guys, bring you on payroll to help take some photos because you don't have to do anything, just take photos.
That'd be dope, man.
So we're switching up a lot of things. We're just going to do white background. Like we're going to buy the trifold, the foam boards,
like project stuff.
Yeah. And then we already have white tablecloth. So we'll set up 2 photo stations. And then that way right now, Stacy and I just back and forth, just pick up shoes, photograph.
Yeah.
But since it's going to be white background, we're going to take them directly in the Hammock app instead of doing it the way we've been doing it, is doing it on our phone and then uploading to the Hammock app. We're going to do it directly to the app. That way it cuts the time down.
I tried that. As I don't know if y'all know anybody in chat, I recently started using Hammock. Definitely got to shout out Chris for giving me some pointers on how to get started. And I tried doing it in the app, and it was just my OCD. It kind of changed the orientation of my photos, so I liked doing it on the phone and then uploading it. But I can definitely see that the way you're talking is saving time. It definitely saves time.
So that's like the only thing that's I'm trying to figure out a way to, like I said, we did 250 of the test pair in 4 hours, and it was actually 5 hours because both of our phones died because we didn't charge them. So that's on us. So realistically, we could probably do 250 a piece in 4 hours. So that means, like, to do 10,000 a month, maybe 5 hours a day.
That's a great work day.
That's it. 5 hours and be done.
Who can work 5 hours and make a full-time living?
Yeah,
and do it by yourself, right? That's incredible, man.
So that's our goal. So we're gonna experiment with the white background remover on the Hammock app. If you take a photo without a white background, so like we have like this Navajo blanket we like to use just because it's a little different. Our main photo is the only one that's ever been white background, and then the rest of them are just like a Navajo blanket. Kind of like Renzi and them use like the purple yoga mat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just adds a little flair.
It does. It's nice.
But they have a whiteout option. But with the Navajo blanket, if you try to do the whiteout, it's too much that it's trying to take out. So it's pretty bad. So
what do you use now for your I guess you call it the cover photo? What make the white
photo room?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Which I'm trying to. I'm in negotiations right now with a sponsorship with Photo Room. So I don't know if I'm going to ruin that by switching to using the Hammock app only. But
make a move, brother.
Yeah, I'm trying, man.
But see, when you're about your business, man, people notice.
Look, I'm a show pony. You want to pay me some money to do something stupid? Let's do it.
Hey, but it's a good ride at the same time, man.
I grew up watching grown men. They were kids. They were my age. Do dumb stuff. And they're now freaking celebrity bazillionaires, and they just have a new Jackass coming out.
Yeah.
So,
I can't believe that's still around, man. I remember going and seeing it was maybe 2 in the movie theaters when I was in high school. Like, it's crazy.
I remember getting the CKY video, and I'm just like, wait, me and my friends are doing this. Why didn't any of us ever film this stuff? We can be these guys. Except I don't know how to skateboard because fat people don't skate. I'd Preston.
That'd be a good video. Trying to skate.
Fat guy tries to skate, breaks every bone in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, see, we're already on zone, man, and I get bad at. What's up, Drew? I see you in there.
How it goes, man.
Yeah. So that's the only problem I've been having right now is the white background. So I think if we have the white, trifold with the white sheet, then the background has nothing to eliminate other than the white. It should work. Knucklehead, 10K a month is like I said, that's our work up to goal. I guess I'll just say it because I'm probably not going to do a video anyway. We ordered 3,000 pairs of shoes. We're going to be getting them Monday or Tuesday. These are brand new shoes. Literally all we got to do is take photos and list. So again, the goal is to get all 3,000 of those listed in the month of October. That was a giant dog that just slammed. He's the size of a horse.
Is it a shoe shelf coming down?
No. Oh man, if this thing comes down, the live's going to end immediately. I'm going to hit the webcam, and you're just going to hear.
That'd be a perfect ending, though, right?
Like, thanks for having me. Somebody I saw something. Devin. So UPS has announced they're going to raise prices October 1st for the holiday season. Time to start charging customers for shipping. So that's a great question because you have two different trains of thought here. You charge people shipping.
I do. I didn't used to until that week. I had 11 returns, and 9 of them, 2 were my fault. 9 of them were just they don't fit or I don't like them. So and immediately I changed to ship.
So we operate free shipping, but if they have to return it because it doesn't fit, they pay return shipping. So that's how we have ours set up. But yeah, I noticed that you charge shipping. I know a lot of people charge shipping. I've always just done it free because it's easier when it comes to listing. And I actually just raised my price to include it. You know, it's like people post memes all the time. It's like $9.99 plus $10 shipping or
Yeah.
$19.99 free shipping. Which one looks better? I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's the same price, so it doesn't matter. And most people know that it's the same price. So
Yeah.
I see a
It's
lot of people do really well charging shipping. What we're
yeah,
going to do with the price increase is just add it into the cost of the listing.
right.
So I think for first class, it's going to go up like a quarter. So our first class items are going to go up 25 cents to 50 cents and on the listing price. And then the same thing with priority. We're just going to go up like a buck just across the
Okay.
board. This happens every year.
Yeah,
Uh,
it does.
it's
Yeah.
not if you've been reselling for a while, this happens every year. It's the holiday season. That's why this is supposed to be the busiest Q4 in the last like 5 years.
Yeah, man.
So USPS is notoriously been losing money every year for like the past 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um I raised my price a little bit and I'm still getting all of my supplies free from USPS, so they can raise their price a quarter. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and I don't think it'll hurt. I have thought about maybe doing free on like kid shoes or anything I can send priority, or I mean send first class. So I am thinking about it because it's it's definitely slowed down some of my sales, and that's why like I kind of spiked up the promotions, promoted a little bit, so it
Yeah.
kind of balances out. But
Do you run sales on your regularly?
I do them I do them almost every weekend, or I would like skip a weekend and then do one like every other, and then like people like, oh, okay. Like if they were expecting it, they don't get it. So then the next one, I'll see like a little bump. But I've been experimenting with these coupons. Dana was talking about coupons.
Yeah.
And for me, I haven't seen that much of an increase, but I think I might do what I think maybe even Dana talked about it, like doing a sale and a coupon, like so maybe a 10% off the entire store and then an additional 5% coupon. Just kind of see what that does. Just give it a experiment a little bit.
I keep getting the notification for a send a coupon
Yeah,
after somebody buys something. So it's
yeah,
like they
yeah,
just bought a shoe, send a coupon. And I'm just like,
yeah.
why? They just bought it. And they're like, oh, so they can come back and buy something else.
I'm curious if anybody in chat, have y'all used that? Because I see that as I'm scrolling through, like when I go do the screenshots to show what I previously sold. It's like send a coupon. I'm like, I wonder if anybody would be ready to buy another pair of shoes, right? Because it's most people aren't like buying regular everyday shoes every week. So
I think it's eBay's attempt to try and do bundles like they do on Mercari and Poshmark, but instead of calling it a bundle, they're just like, oh, just offer a coupon.
offer a coupon, yeah.
I've noticed a lot of different changes going on with eBay. Like they now have the bulk listing editor, so you can do bulk listings. And I think they're trying to compete with all the companies like a Hammock or a Sellhound or a Vindu that are coming out and like simplifying the way that listing is done. Again, I'm one of those mythological creatures that believes not to talk bad about eBay because they're always listening, like Facebook.
Always.
So
Right.
I am not saying anything bad about eBay. I'm just noticing that they're doing some changes. I still love eBay. You're my boo-boo.
And I'm curious how that bulk listing thing works, right? Like if you're not listing 100 of the same item, like I'm just curious how that works. So, I don't know if it would work for me. Like maybe if I'm listing 10 pairs of Vans, then I just have to go through and change the color and size. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. That's the other reason I haven't really messed with it. I mean, I already do like bulk editing. I use the bulk edit for sure, and like bulk sell similar and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keith, every year it's the temporary rate, and then once they get you used to that price, they just keep it that way. But again,
you're comfortable, you just coast.
Much like the government currently not being able to pay its debt, USPS has been a bad business ever since it opened, but it's still alive, and somehow
still moving around.
Somehow I still send all of my packages there.
I mean, I'll say the only thing I'm concerned about going into this Q4, especially like being prepared this year. Like last year I wasn't prepared, so it was kind of like the Wild West for me, just whatever happens. But this year, like I'm so focused, I'm terrified of those packages, those, how do I say it, getting lost or being overly delayed, and then eBay just sending refunds.
Yeah.
And that happened so many times last year to where sometimes I think it was like 3 or 4 of those items. The person eventually got them in like February, and by that time, it's closed out in eBay's system. So they're like, sorry, like.
So what I usually do is, this only happens a few times where like something gets lost in translation, but if you use eBay's shipping, I think it's I know everybody right now is like really big on pirate ship. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you can sync your pirate ship to eBay.
Oh, wow.
And so that way the orders automatically pull up on your pirate ship, but it's linked to eBay. And that's the easiest way to have seller protection, because let's say like a pair of shoes scanned into the post office on the 17th. I'm clear because it was scanned in by the post office. That means my job's done. But it's the 29th, 30th. And my buyer is like, hey, I still haven't got these, and they still show that they're processing in Houston.
Yep. Yeah.
So what I do immediately is, you have to wait 7 days for USPS. I immediately just file a claim. I just file a claim because I ship shoes priority. So that means it's automatically got $50 worth of free insurance, and my buy cost is below that. So either way, I automatically file the claim. If the shoes arrive, the claim falls off, and that's the end. If the shoes don't arrive, eBay automatically gives the buyer their money back, and then I get a check for $50 in the mail from USPS. So everybody wins.
Man, I wish I knew that last year.
I just file a claim. If I also check my tracking, like if items, when you're checking your solds, it'll say delivered, delivered, delivered. If I see one that doesn't say delivered, I'll click on it and be like, why has this not been delivered? And then I just have a conscious effort, like, hey, if it's been more than 7 days, file a claim. Worst case, it'll fall off and nothing happens. Best case, you get a check, they get their money back.
I know what I'm doing this year. Because last year it was checking every day, messaging the buyer.
Yeah.
And
it's annoying.
It's terrible because they, I understand it, right? I paid for something I wanted, but it's me on our end. It's like, now I'm going to be out the product, and I know you're going to get it eventually.
Exactly. So, and they scanned it, so I know they have it. So that's why I just started the claim thing, because again, if it falls off, great. But I mean, I'm sure the post office hates me. They hate seeing my name pop up.
Here it goes again.
I've gotten like 4 checks already, so it does work. And I mean, if you're shipping priority, you get free $50 insurance. Might as well take advantage of it.
That's great. All right, another tip.
Mike said, if you got tons of shoes listed in the same size that they just bought, then send them a 10% off. That's smart.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Which I have I have plenty of stuff here.
Do we follow the same shelf guru? No, man. I actually do the long tier. So I'm actually in the wrong on this. He's doing it right.
I'm trying. This was just an attempt at being cheap. So, like when I started selling shoes, I was like, shoe rack. And these were the first ones to pop up. I'm like, oh yeah, let me give them a try. And they just work. I
have one of those racks. I always do this wrong. It's right there, but it's short. And then this is the horrible decision that I forced myself to live with. It's a 50 pair holder, but it's 25 on each side. But once you fill it with shoes, it just it rocks. So I have it smashed against the wall with another shelf. That was a horrible decision. It was one of those like last minute, I got all these shoes and I have nowhere to put them. So I just bought it at Walmart, put it together, and immediately regretted it. Because I know like Ryan and Lindsay, they go to the Christmas tree store and they get their 50. We don't have a Christmas tree store.
I was about to say us either. Must be they're in Maine, right?
Yeah, I remember watching the earlier videos and they're like, we get our shelves from the Christmas tree store, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, that's hilarious. I wonder if they have an online. Like,
and then how is that open year round? Like what?
It's cold. It's Maine, right?
So awesome. Yeah, see, he bought the shelves Eric told me about. Yeah, see, if I could do it again, I'd probably get those.
It's never too late, man.
Never too late. I'm gonna build. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. So the shoes that we have coming in, they come packed in a 25 by 26 by 30 box. That box has 25 pairs in box.
Okay.
My brain is thinking, take that box, turn it sideways, stack another one.
For sure.
And then just write A1, A2, A3, and then put that in my SKU. And then if it sells, instead of looking for all 3,000 pairs, I'm just like, okay, I got to go get a shoe out of A1. And now I'm just looking for it out of 25.
That's a good idea, man.
But the boxes aren't very sturdy. So what I think I'm going to
Right.
do is either build my first row, and then I'm going to put either like particle board, or I'm just going to buy like heavy box, like Home Depot boxes, and
Yeah,
put that. Just try to keep it cheap as possible.
for sure.
Because I did the math. If I bought shelving, it would cost me like $3,000
Oh,
to have enough shelving for 3,000 pairs. And then if we bump up to 10,000 pairs, you're talking, I mean, it's no. So my philosophy is KISS, keep it simple, stupid. So I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Now, if I stack all those boxes and then I go to the warehouse and it's all collapsed, I'm going to have a going out of business sale.
No, I'm coming to Texas. I will be on the first plane to Texas.
I'm just going to throw a match in it and just close the door.
That's a good start, though. But yeah, it sounds like the shelving will be the backup plan. But damn, that'd be that'd be pretty heavy, man.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, if we grow to the larger number, I'm just going to get a warehouse. I'm not going to mess with storage units, because I would have to have multiple storage units, and I'm not trying to do I understand why someone like Daily Refinement has 4 jumbo storage units, because rent out there is so expensive that it's probably, he's still probably saving money by having 4 units. But here, for the most part, everything is pretty cheap because there's land everywhere. So, and we have an industrial area close to us, so I can probably get like 55 to 75 cents a square foot for a warehouse.
So do y'all have because even when he mentioned it on his videos, I want to say it's he calls them it's a professional or a working storage facility. Do y'all? I've never heard of those. Y'all have those in Texas?
Yeah, so we actually used to have one as an office. It's it looks like a storefront. It has a all glass front with a door, and you open it up, and it's an office, and then you open up the other door, and it's all warehouse.
Oh, dope.
So we had one of those, but I think the biggest one that they have, they're usually a U-Haul. The biggest one they have there is like 400 square feet. Which I mean, that's great for. I mean, you could do a lot in that.
Yeah.
But for what we're attempting to do, I don't think it's going to work. But
you'd max it out too quick.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, make videos on Shelf It Simply. Look, if you're into shoes, that's a video. People will watch it, because when we post videos of our stuff collapsed, that's the most people. They're like, I have this battle in my mind between. I personally think that people get on social media to see people fail, to see world star, to see bad stuff.
Yeah,
I think that people enjoy social media to see the negative more than the good. Now, obviously, the feel good stories are great and all that stuff that you see on, but I think that there's a everybody in the back of their mind likes to see somebody fail, and so
I mean, it's kind of programmed that way, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I go on YouTube, the first video is what rapper got slapped, and then it's a reselling video, right?
Exactly. And you're gonna watch this. You're gonna want to see which rapper got slapped first,
and
then you're gonna go to the reselling video.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to, I don't want to say I'm trying to do it, but I just think that that's human nature. Everybody in the reselling community wants to see other resellers, succeed, but at the same time, you're also scrolling and watching a rapper get smacked. Right. So what if I can blend both of those into one video? And so that's the series that we're doing. So like I said before we went live, with what we're trying to do with our shoe scaling, going from part-time, 100 pairs a week to 10,000 pairs a month very quickly. That's why I started that follow to hate hashtag, because if it works, if I can go from, our goal this month was $8,000 on eBay, and we're going to hit 9. So we broke our goal, which is awesome.
Yeah.
My goal for October is 30K. So I'm going from 8 to 30K. Now, when I say that out loud, I hate myself.
It sounds crazy.
It sounds stupid. It sounds like I'm about to get slapped by somebody on WorldStar.
It's not going to happen. I can't wait to see it burn.
Yeah. So, and I'm anticipating that more people are going to want to watch that to see us fail.
See it not happen.
So they can be like, "Ha, stupid! You can't scale that fast."
Well, I'm here for the success, man.
But if I'm successful, then people will be like, "Dee."
Yeah, stamp it. I'm here for the positive part of it, man, because it's a blueprint for anybody that wants to get into reselling, and anybody specifically that wants to get into reselling shoes. Like I said before, I never ever thought about selling a pair of shoes until I found Renzi on YouTube, and I'm like, that doesn't work. And then I got a few pairs, and then look at it now, right? Like I only do shoes, and
Yeah.
it's incredible. So like I know the power of a good business, and y'all are gonna kill it, man. Especially y'all are a good team already. So going
Yeah,
into it,
and I mean, I was talking to someone else about this here locally, and they resell too, and they were just like, so you can move shoes, and I'm just like, I mean, man, the product doesn't matter. If
yeah,
if the if people want to buy it and you have it, it
yeah,
doesn't matter what the product is. It really just comes down to it's all math. Like
absolutely.
I tell people, and this, when I talk like this, like people are like, well, they get a little turned off. But if you want to know the best way to run a successful business, go talk to your local drug dealer because they know everything about their business
The
down to the
numbers matter.
freaking gram.
Yep, the numbers, man.
So it's just math. So
Yeah,
reselling is no different. And the numbers I was giving you beforehand, it's a calculated risk. It's a risk. I could fail. We could fail miserably, and it'll be documented, and everybody can laugh, and I'll join in, and maybe I'll find a local rapper to smack me, and we'll make this a video. But if the product doesn't change, the numbers shouldn't change. So out of the
absolutely.
250 we bought, in 30 days we sold 70. If you do the math, that's 28%. So we got 3,500 pairs for October. 28% of that is like, I don't know, 920 pairs. I had it all written down somewhere.
Yeah.
And our average sale price is $58.14.
Damn.
Now, if our average sale price, I like to go under just in case. So let's say I do $55. If our average sale price on the 3,500 shoes, damn, it just started raining, is we sell 920 or whatever the math is times 58, that's like 56 grand.
It's amazing.
So even my 30K goal is under what we should do, but it's just math. So
exactly.
Take that 3,500, scale it to 10,000, 28% of that is 2,800 pairs. It's just math.
Anybody in the chat, everything Chris just said applies to reselling in general.
Any product, yeah, anything.
Numbers, man, like it will change your business dramatically. Because if you don't know your numbers, you really don't know what you're doing. You don't know if you're successful or not, right? You don't know if you're making a difference or not. Like again, showing 90 days and then looking at your charts on eBay.
Yep.
That's nothing, right? Because like you said, you could have 30,000 for your 90 day, but what if you spent 29 on inventory?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yo, y'all are gonna kill it, man. I'm here, man. Please document it all.
And again, once you get into wholesale and you're doing new stuff, the cost of goods isn't like a thrift store. It goes up. So your margins go down. But it's like the dollar store. If the dollar store is selling $10,000 items a day, they're making $10,000 minus their 40 cents from Alibaba to get their buy costs. They're still making a crap load of money.
Yeah.
So if my and I don't have these actual numbers because obviously I don't know what shipping and how many listings I promote, blah, blah, blah. But let's say we do hit the numbers and we hit 55,000 and we sell 980 pairs or whatever 28% is. My take home after shipping fees and cost of goods, blah, 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 I'm walking away with 13 grand. I mean, that sounds horrible. Oh man, you made 55, but you're only netting in your pocket 13. I'm like, I still netted $13,000 in my pocket, and all I did was take pictures because it's new product.
See, but that
who else is making 13 grand in a month?
Yeah, working for someone else too.
It's not like cutting someone open and taking out cancer or something,
Yeah. But that's like that numbers part, man. Like realizing the numbers and getting over that. For me, I had to get over that idea that you have to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
As long as you know what you're going to net after that, spend what you got to spend. As long as you know you're getting the right stuff to sell, right? As long as you're buying stuff that people want to buy, I say that.
Yeah, for sure. I've had this comment up for a second. Let me read. New family thrift open on the east side of Houston. Clothes only, 8,500 square point. No junk, very few shoes. Selection is questionable. Yeah, family thrift here is kind of iffy. That's an iffy thrift store here, but I appreciate you telling me. So now I don't have to go over there and find out it's a disappointment. Chosen goods of $5. Thank you so much. Nice. Yes, I would totally slap a rapper for free.
For free, yeah.
Certain ones. There's some in Houston I like.
Yeah.
If you're sourcing from thrift stores, how much profit do you want to make per pair? I mean, me personally, our goal has always been to make at least minimum 2 times profit. Like for us, that's good. But I know most people want to get, 3 to 4, but worst case, that's the other thing. If you buy something and you think you're going to make 3 to 4 times profit, and then after 30 days, you haven't sold it, so you drop the price. After 60 days, you still haven't sold it. By that point, I know most people's 90 days, but for me, like after 60 days, I my brain, I tell myself, hey, that was a bad buy. You spent $5. You need to get at least $5 profit and move on. I just try to break even and move on. I think too many resellers hold on to their mistakes instead of just eating it and being like, look, I shouldn't have bought this. This sucks. I paid $5. I'm going to get $5 and I'm going to move on and I'm never going to buy that product again.
Dude, that's a heavy weight that I had to get over. And that was before the shoes, when I had all those electronics and stuff. I just kept it sitting, kept relisting it, kept taking different pictures. Like, it's a waste of time. Like, cut your losses and again, say to yourself, I'm never going to buy that again.
Yeah. You hold on to crap too long if you don't just part of business is knowing where you're thriving and knowing where you're failing, and you fix the failing so you can thrive more. So
noticing patterns and stuff too.
That's literally, I mean, that would be just like a real estate person buying a bad property and then just sitting on it forever and just letting it continually be a negative asset to their portfolio. You just eat the loss, sell it at cost, and move on.
And that's the thing, like it it will benefit you more doing that, because you're going to free up so many other things, your space, your time, your capital, like just, and I just feel like that's a part of the process, right? Like, everybody has bad buys. I know with me, I bought a lot of bad shoes that were cool when I bought them, and then the season changes, right? And it's like, all right, now they're going to sit here till next season, or I can just drop the price for anybody taking a vacation in the winter. Right. And now flip flops are selling, right? Like, get the stuff out of here.
Yeah. That's I have no attachment to anything that I'm selling, like at all. Like,
that's when it changes.
Yeah, I don't
have the attachment.
I have no personal attachment to this stuff other than it's just my inventory.
It's inventory. That's all it is.
I put somewhere, usually in our listing, either in description or the SKU, what my buy cost is. And that's not just so I know what I paid for it, but that if someone sends me an offer, I can immediately look and be like, how long have I had this? Oh yeah, 68 days. Yeah, all I need to get is this much in order to break even. I'll take it. Whatever. Move on. Bad to stick.
I did that just yesterday with a pair of shoes. I think the buy was $5.30. And it was listed for $29.99. They sent me an offer for $20. Buy, right? Like, goodbye. Like, that extra $5 getting close to my listed price is not important. Now I got an extra spot for shoes. Now I got to go get more. So
yeah, that's pre-wholesale, our brain has always been high sell-through rate, maximum profit. Obviously, that's how you need to have your reselling business. Now, with wholesaling, we still have the same mentality, but on wholesaling, obviously, the sell-through rate's going to drop, your margins drop, but your volume picks up. You can actually sell for lower. Like, if you have 10,000 pairs of shoes and you make $2 on every pair of shoes, you're still making,
getting them out of here.
You're making money.
You're making
money quick because you're just taking photos.
Yeah.
Your hardest part of your day is finding it.
Yeah. Right. Going, opening the door and be like, where in the 10,000?
Like, damn, where's this pair of Nikes?
That's a good problem to have, though, man. So that's a good problem to have.
And again, if you can process that 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday, that gives you all the time to still do the fun stuff, which is find the used product that's going to bring your margin back up.
Yeah.
So
that's I love.
That's our goal,
man. I love hearing that, because it definitely gives me and other people like that vision of, don't just think about the here and now. Think about the other side of it, like where you want to go, and it's possible. Yeah, it's not just Instagram stuff. It is really possible. You could do this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you have people that are killing it. Everybody always talks about Tim. I think Dana is like well on his way to. Dude. I mean, he did like 25K last month.
Sick, man.
By himself,
by himself. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Dana's killing.
It's definitely possible, and again, once you start scaling in the wholesale area, or you start, you find a supplier, you start going in that route, your brain has to change. You have to think about margins. You have to think about fast nickels instead of slow dimes, or however that expression goes.
Yeah.
So,
nah, man, it's definitely a blueprint that I like, and I've started looking locally for some people. And I even went and met a lady, and she was just unwilling to budge.
Yeah.
Like, she had a pallet, or not, but like a huge box of used shoes, and of course, all the nice ones were on the top. So she had some like "Have a Nice Day" Nikes on top. On top, had some a bunch of Hokas on the top too, and they looked really good. And I was like, okay, I know you want 15 a pair for everything in there, and I got to take them all. But those other two, the one you want 7 for and the one you want 9 for, if I take them all, like all three, can you do 9 on the ones that are 15? She's like, no, I can't budge.
Yeah.
Well,
some people, again, that's somebody that has made their inventory a possession instead of just its inventory.
I was ready to fill my car up, man.
Like with our, we did those used shoe pallets.
Yeah.
You know, it was like 500 shoes. We only kept 160, but now we got to get rid of all these extras.
So we just post something about Marketplace.
Yeah, we just posted them on Marketplace, like, you know, because we know the area, we know the people that we see at the bins. They're buying and they're shipping them back to Africa. They're shipping them to Mexico. They're selling them at the yard sale. So we knew if we put these online, someone's going to buy them, especially as cheap as they are. One lady came, and this was the day before the hurricane, so we were like, these got to go. The lady came, she was just buying one of them. And so as she's loading up her car with the one, she just kept looking at the other one, and she's like, would you guys do me a deal? And I was like, that's the whole reason they're both out here.
Yep.
I wanted you to see what you were going to be leaving.
Yep. It's like the end cap at the superstore, at the supermarket.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. If you're a fat kid, it's like the candy bars right at the checkout. You're just like,
dangerous. Should I?
Yeah.
Put it on the belt.
And you know they keep them like 48 cents. They keep them cheap because they know you go grab it.
Yeah. What's the extra $40?
Yeah. So I saw Marcus asked if the storage unit's climate controlled. So this outside one is not. So I am gonna probably put some like moisture stuff in there. I'm gonna have mothballs everywhere just in case. Luckily we've never had any issues with any kind of damage to like new shoes or you know, because our stuff's out in the garage personally, and that's also not climate controlled. So
nice. Okay.
And we don't polybag our used shoes because I know you can get moisture off that, especially if you clean them.
Yeah. I thought so. It's funny you say that. I literally just thought about pulling all the kid shoes from here, polybagging them and putting them in a bin. But I think it was, I want to say Drew, somebody posted about moisture and polybags or something recently, not too long ago. And I'm not gonna do that.
So you can't see it, but I have bins down here that just say kids, and that's where I put all the kids shoes. I just put kids shoes in there because they're too damn small to fit on the shelf. They take up good shelf space. So I can get like 50 pairs into a bin.
It's like a quarter of a spot. Yeah, I'm taking up. Yeah.
Yeah, like we got some Star Wars vans and they're like infant size. They're like this big. And I'm just like, this is not going on a shelf.
Yeah. I try to like stack them on top of each other, but it's still like wasted shelf space.
Yeah. So I saw Keith asked, would probably buy not X. So what I do, and this is just me being over anal about my seller experience, I guess, is I just have saved like blurbs. I think that's the correct word on my phone in my notes. So when somebody buys something, I usually immediately just send them a blurb message and it says, hey, thank you for purchasing from us. We do shipping daily. If you can please pay, we'll get these out today.
Nice.
Because I usually do that. I usually send my offers in the morning. So, or late at night. So the next day when I wake up, I'll have like someone accepted an offer and I send that. But I always just send messages letting people know like, hey, thanks for your order, or thanks for your, accepting the offer. We're ready to get this shipped up upon payment. It kind of it sends the urgency a little bit more than eBay just saying, you just won this offer, now pay.
I do the same thing. I send that message saying, hey, I pack shipments every night so I can get them out by 8 a.m. Please go ahead and pay, and I'll have your item shipped to you in the morning.
Yeah.
And it usually works unless I see, they have a 0 and then I go and it was created that day. I know eBay tells you not to do it. I just cancel and get it back up.
Yeah, for sure. So on 0 ones, I usually give them a day because I'm like, hey, maybe they are new. Maybe they just heard that eBay's great for shoes. So I'll wait that day. Then I'll send a message again and I'll be like, hey, we still haven't heard. I see you have 0, so you might be a new user. Most you're not required, but if you get payment in 24 hours, it's going to help you. We can leave positive feedback immediately, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, cancel relist.
Yeah.
I want to give everybody a chance, but at the same time, like, this is a business.
Business, man. It's so many non-paids, and I understand like letting it go through the process and them getting a strike and all that stuff, but that's 4 days.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Again, I love you, eBay. I know you're listening, but
yeah, let me not bad
if you know, I think one of those famous like positive thought speaker people says this all the time. Like, if you give somebody 30 days to clean their house, they're going to take 30 days to clean their house. If you give them 3 hours, they're going to clean the house in 3 hours. So I think it's the same thing. Like eBay giving buyers the opportunity to take 5 days to pay for something.
That's crazy.
Why would I pay now when I can just pay in 5 days? So that like you're going to have a good majority of people that, hey, I get paid on Thursday, but they accepted my offer on Monday. So buy it.
Exactly.
And now I noticed that they're offering eBay credit. So people can actually apply for eBay credit. eBay will go ahead and pay for the item, which is good for us.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they have to square up with eBay at a later date for, I'm assuming, a fee.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's a good business move for eBay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My God, man.
Well, I mean, eBay wants to control all of the money. That's a smart decision. Just like they cut ties with PayPal because they wanted to control all the money. So now it's like, hey, you don't have money? eBay credit, we got you.
We got you. You can buy anything.
$24.99 APR. We got you.
Yeah. Don't read the fine print, but we got you.
Look, if I could figure out how to have some flip the world credit line, I got you.
Do it. See, you're gonna expand to that point where you'll be offering lines of credit to buy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you don't have money, but you want some Nikes? I got you.
Buy them for the whole family.
Yeah, exactly. You need a bundle deal? I got you. Another thing I saw eBay is opening up is they're kind of going the same situation like Hammock has their loan program. Like if you find a supplier and you want to scale your business, but you can't, you can get a loan from Hammock up to 20% of what your year to date is on your selling platform.
Wow.
They'll loan it out to you at, obviously at an interest rate, but it's not like a accrual interest. It's just a flat, whatever you borrow, you pay percentage on. Nice. eBay is now doing that as well. They're offering loans to sellers to purchase inventory.
I think I saw an email like that. Something about growing your business.
Oh yeah, if you're a seller, they're sending it to you. They're targeting you. Yeah, I got this like, hey, we're offering up to 500K, and I'm like, nope. You know what would happen?
I know. No,
I have a grill, and I have.
Yeah, you'd be the rock star of like.
I get eBay gold.
Hey, then you get a deal from eBay. You can be an eBay affiliate, man.
Yeah, hey, that's why I talk positively about eBay.
Deals everywhere.
Yeah.
I think I'm losing you. I can hear you, but you sound like a transformer. If you can hear me, yeah. I got this. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
I heard technical difficulties, but you sound crazy.
I restarted my microphone. Does it sound better?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I lost my my mic. I guess I turned it out.
Gotcha.
I do have AT&T. I see you, Texas Bandit. It's raining real bad right now.
See, Jiggly even said, Mike said, sound like a robot. Yeah.
But we're good now?
Good.
Okay, cool.
Good.
About to say we get down to, man, I can't believe it's already been 50 minutes. This is crazy. I've been having a blast.
Man, I know. I had so much I want to talk to you.
What's your Q4 goal? Like, what do you? I know. So you still work full time. He got off today just for the show, guys. He's actually gonna work double tomorrow, I guess. But how are you? How are you whenever you go sourcing on the time you have? Are you just doubling up, tripling up, getting as much as you can?
Getting as much as I can. Like in the last 3 weeks, literally everything has changed. Schedule wise, like I used to work 6 to 2, and I'd had to pick up my kid at 5. So I had that between 2 and 5 to do everything I wanted to do. That's why I was sourcing every day. Now that my oldest is in preschool or in kindergarten, I have to drop her off at 8, and then I got to go to work, and I can't get off until 5 now. So hitting the thrift store at 5 is a lot different than hitting it at 2. Like there's scraps by the time I get there, but I still go when I can and get whatever I can. And then recently, daycare for my youngest closed again because of COVID stuff. So my wife was like, let's just pull her out. So now we have one at home full time. So it's like every day, it's like trying to figure out, should I clean or should I source? Like that constant juggle. So I'm just trying to get as much as I can. And the idea is to all day on the weekends clean. And then that's what I'm gonna list through the week. Like my weekend cleaning goal is 100 because I want to list 20 a day.
Nice.
But this week I only got 50 done, so that's why I'm listing my 10 a day. But that's the goal, man. I'm really trying to get as much as I can when I can, and I've even started doing like online arbitrage again. I've been hitting Macari pretty heavy, and that's been good and bad. I got some good stuff that is already sold, and then I got a pair of shoes that smells like a pack of Newports, and Macari they denied my return because you can't take a picture of a smell.
Yeah.
So you roll with it. But I don't know if you guys can tell, I've been putting up stuff more now, just trying to get back into a groove. And even sourcing has changed in the fact that I'm coming home with a lot less because I'm saying no to a lot of stuff I would have said yes to before. So the trade-off is my cost of good goes up, but my time goes down. So my wife was like, don't feel bad about spending a little bit more because you're kind of like paying yourself back, right? Like you're getting that time back because they're going up immediately. So man, just trying to roll with the punches and still explode the store for Q4. So we're getting back on track.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw Renzi now, like, because they got the baby coming. They've just been like thrifting, and then they just have like IKEA bags full of unprocessed shoes. So
beautiful.
They can just go down to their basement and get to work. Like they can source right there. And so I think that's for me, I have the same thing going on, even though I hate like death piles. I've just accepted, especially in this new route of wholesale, that death piles is just going to have to be. I can't look at it like that. It's just unprocessed.
See, that's how it feels with. I don't know why it feels that way with shoes. When I was selling everything else, it felt like everything was a weight, everything was a dead pile. But with shoes, because I know I'm going to get them listed, it's just inventory waiting for me, which is a good feeling, right?
Sure. It's the cleaning one is the part that kills me. So like this week, if you Dana and Marcus, like we all tag each other to stay accountable on the listings. Like my listings have been crap this week because Ty from Hammett came into town, got the storage unit. We got all this big stuff coming. My parents are here for a week. A lot going on, and my band that for some reason is still around is playing a show in Austin on Saturday. So I'm like having to relearn like songs from years ago. And then we're playing some new stuff that we've never practiced as a band. We're just going to show up and do it on stage. So a lot is going on. So I know next week our sales are going to probably suffer a little bit, but to counter that, I've been ending listings, I'm refreshing our eBay store, changing little things like that to still generate sales. Cause it doesn't have to be a new listing. It can just, as long as you're just making changes, it seems to help the algorithm. So that's what we've been doing to make up for the fact that we're not putting new listings up. But October, like I said,
I'm ready, man.
It's going to be insane. Again, probably me not being smart, I probably won't document most of it, but maybe I'll do like a 2-minute weekly update. Like, the news. I'll just give you the cliff notes. I think our channel is probably going to go to doing a live show on Thursdays because I enjoy talking to other resellers, and then it's just going to be like cliff note videos of what's going on because, like, it takes too long to edit a 20-minute video or a 15 or a 12-minute video, and then there's also a million of us doing the same videos. So if it's like, what's up, guys? Flip the world. I'm at the warehouse. This is 2 minutes of what's been going on the last 2 weeks. That's a lot of shoes. We're processing them. We sold them. This is how much we sold. Have a great day. Done.
Dude, and that's, it's funny you say that because, like, I have a lot of dead space at work where I like have to be there. So I'll just jot down notes of things that I want to get done, like on the weekends or when I get home. And a lot of times I'll jot down ideas for videos. But by the time the weekend gets here and I'm in my groove of working for the business, I'm just like, would anybody really want to see this? Because by the time Saturday hits, like 14,000 other people have listed these types of videos. Like, would anybody want to see them? So should I like take the time to do it? So I definitely understand that, man.
Yeah,
but I do like the lives. I'm hoping to build that back into our schedule.
Yeah, no, I want to keep lives. I probably want to, I've been telling Mike, Mr. Jiggly, let's get a podcast. Let's start doing. I mean, I enjoy this. I love engaging with our resellers because this is something, like I said, it's already been an hour and we've just been having a blast.
Yeah.
But when you think, like, for me personally, like thinking of what kind of video do I want to make that's not a what sold, that's not a something that everyone and their mom's doing. It's like, do I want to watch stupid Flip the Worlds, or do I just want to watch the much better produced Harry Tornado on the same thing? Like,
right.
Even me, I'm like, I don't want to watch mine. I'm going to go watch it.
Yeah. So, it's funny you said podcast. So I brought it up to my wife probably 2 months ago before we did our live with all four of us. I was like, I was kind of thinking about asking the guys if they'd want to do a podcast all together.
Yep.
It was like, Eric, you're trying to do too much at once. And I'm just like, but that sounds like a great idea. So maybe one day in the future, man, we could definitely link up and do something like that. Cause I think that would be hilarious.
Oh, for sure. That's so my, our live shows during the day, cause the kids aren't here. So that's
right.
You're able to hear me.
You're right.
And I was thinking podcast or, something else would be like nighttime after the kids are asleep, because I'm either cleaning shoes or just wishing that I was not cleaning shoes. So
that's usually my night, man. Cleaning and
the hardest part for us and what we're working on, and especially now that we're saying goodbye to pest control. We're actually secretly, I guess it's not gonna be a secret now, but
right.
we're not gonna make it to December. Like,
I figured
we're just gonna make it to like maybe next week.
I figured once you started making those other moves, I'm like, this is gonna be over sooner than.
But not only that, but then like my inner butthead kicked in, and I'm like, hey man, you don't owe these customers anything. You don't have to be like, hey, we'll service you, because they're not contractual. It's month to month. So I'm be like, yo, I'm closing. Good luck. Go to Google and type in pest control. Find someone else. I don't owe them anything.
True.
I want to be nice about it, but at the same time, like, I know what's coming with inventory, and automatically thinking about that, I'm like, hey, if I concentrate on the inventory coming in, I could potentially hit 50K gross, or I could call these annoying ass customers with bugs and not make that much.
Yeah.
So bye.
Yeah, bye to that one. But again, like I told you, we chopped it up a few times in the DMs, man. And like I said, you built one successful business already. And you've already gotten this business successful, and now you're gonna scale it. It's gonna explode, man, and I'm here for it.
The fun part is going to be, and I think a lot of resellers don't do this, and we're both guilty of this as well, is like setting a schedule and having the ability to turn it off and just be like, hey, it's after 8:00. We're not working anymore today. Like, it doesn't have to be a 24-hour grind. Like, it's a process. Once you get a system down, you can do it in 4 or 5 hours and you're done for the day. Go enjoy your life, because that's the whole reason we want to do this.
For sure.
So we can go enjoy our life. So like me, my brain is like, hey, you got all these shoes sitting at the warehouse. Go work. But luckily I got Stacy, who's like, hey, your family's in town. You don't see them. Let's go do stuff. And I'm like, okay. Those shoes can wait. So it's still in the back of my head, but I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's go do stuff. Let's go.
It's weird how similar that story is, because like, since our schedule has changed, my wife is like, I know that you're like killing yourself trying to keep up with your previous pace even after the schedule change. Let's try to figure out a way where we can build that family time back in. So like now, from 8:30 to 9:30 before the kids go to bed, like that's family time. Like we sit on the couch, kids are next to us, and we just watch a show. We just spend time together. And to be honest, like, I still think about, getting downstairs and cleaning shoes, but by the time they go to bed and I get downstairs, like I'm like, I had a chance to breathe. Now I'm hitting it. Like I got a little extra energy. So you need it, man. You definitely need it. Hey,
Look at you got you a new sub. Flippy, what's up? Yeah, it's learn lesson you can have too much fun with your family. I agree, man. That's what I see friends and family like lose people and they're like, I wish, and like, man, as many freaking hellions as we have running around this house, like I don't want to miss any of the, even though that, you know, sometimes these kids will annoy the hell out of me. I don't want to.
It's like
when they're gone and Stacy's crying every day because it's just me and her. I don't want to be like, oh man, I was too busy cleaning 6,000 pairs of shoes to watch this stupid Cocomelon video for the 9 millionth time.
See, and you know, too, it's like that's what I have to remind myself is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to get to the point where I can be with them more.
Yep.
So in the process, it feels like sometimes it's hard not to get lost in the process. Like, man, I got to work triple so I can get to that goal faster. But it's like, okay, you are now excluding your family.
Yeah.
Right. Like you can't turn it off completely. So yeah, finding that balance it's difficult, man. And I say it's difficult with 2 kids. You got
I'm gonna put them to work though. They'll be able to be on payroll.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up, guys. I always have to say, if you're watching this on the replay, thank you. Make sure you're on time next time. Every Thursday at noon we have the show. So maybe one time you can be a live spectator instead of a rewatcher. But thank you, guys. If you have not gone and subscribed, I put it all in the details, but make sure you go follow. Well, man, he's doing the shoe game. He's still working full time for the government. But he wants to leave them behind because obviously they don't know how to manage money. That's why they're in debt. And he wants to do his
watching.
He wants to do his own thing. So make sure you guys follow him. And one thing I was going to say, where you're talking about trying to keep up the pace that you had before, one thing that I've really noticed that I've started doing is I do things almost day to day or week to week. So we keep we have a synced calendars on our phone. We did that because of pest control. So she does the scheduling and then we would know what our day looks like. We do it with all the kids' activities and with appointments and all that. But
yeah,
for like October, when we were doing 20 a day with everybody, it was easy because we had scheduled that we had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But life doesn't work that way. And so what we started doing is we just look at our day and we're like, hey, realistically, we don't have the time to do 20 today. Yeah. So let's do what we can. And if 10 is what we get, then 10 is what we get. We don't owe ourselves 30 the next day. But once you start to just flow with the way life is going, it gets real hippie, man. But everything seems to work a little better when you just like, hey, I know today sucks. I have this, and this to do. I'm not going to put the extra burden of stress on me that I have to clean and photograph 20 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
You know,
I do it, man. I do it to myself.
You know who gives you that strict stress like that? Jobs.
So
why would you do that to yourself? You know?
Yeah, breaking that mentality for sure.
So just let it flow, man. What does Bruce Lee always say? Be like water.
I'm definitely there now, right? Like whatever I got done on the weekend, that's taking me through the week, and I'm not complaining. I'm just gonna keep pushing forward, man.
Yeah, man. As long as you're moving, even if it's one listing a day, that's one more than you had, and that's going to get you to where you want to get. So,
yeah, man.
I can't thank you enough for being on the show, man.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna let you give your shout outs and tell people, plead your case on why they should sub to you and all that good stuff. Guys, Eric's awesome. He's doing it big on the shoes, and thank you for watching. And I'm gonna let you finish it.
Yeah, thank you first of all for having me, man. I appreciate all the game that you've kicked to me, all the guys, man. Since I've joined Instagram and kind of the reseller community, appreciate everybody jumping in the live, in the comments. Yeah, please go sub me, man. My posts are a little intermittent because, like I said, all the schedule changes, but I'm definitely still here and I'm still working every day, trying to get to that full-time status eventually. So yeah, come follow the journey.
Awesome. Thank you again, my man. 30K in October, y'all. Follow the hate. Let's go.